ABC has undergone a lot of changes over the last couple of years. They seem to have been faced with talent crisis after talent crisis. Former ABC News president Kim Godwin left the network earlier this year, following several public firings. However, one of their recent staffing changes has left the network scrambling to find someone. Sources have revealed areas where they are struggling right now. Continue reading to see what they shared. Who will step up on Good Morning America? There's no doubt ABC has some of the biggest stars in the news world. But the network is getting worried because they have no successors for their current talent. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes were slated to follow in the footsteps of Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan. As fans know, Amy and TJ were fired in 2022 after their affair was made public. The affair and their subsequent firing made for a rough couple of years at the network. Sources say that the executives did not think about the implications of axing the two GMA3 anchors. Losing them at GMA3 wasn't the point. They were the primary replacements for flagship morning show, Good Morning America. That was their real value. Michael, George, and Robin take 70 to 80 days off a year. You don't get rid of people like that so quickly, an insider said. On top of that, ABC is lacking successors elsewhere too. David Muir has been the face of World News Tonight for several years, but should he want to leave or retire? There is no clear answer as to who will take his place. ABC has good correspondents, but they're not stars. Lindsay Davis is not going to be the host of GMA. She can easily be David's replacement, the insider continued. Lindsay Davis and David Muir sat side by side for the debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump last week. Overall, ABC was pleased with their performances as moderators. Another source at the network said, "It was a very proud moment, and that morale was at an all-time high following the debate." ABC News president not great with managing talent. According to sources, David Muir is becoming more powerful at the network. ABC notably passed over George Stephanopoulos to place David in the seat on World News Tonight. Now David's executive producer on World News has been named the new president of the news division. This has given David more of a sense of power. However, sources are concerned about Alman Kuramimovic's ability to deal with talent at ABC. No one really knows him. His circle is World News. He can't deal with talent. He's worked for one guy for 10 years. He's not going to be able to deal with the ladies of The View, an insider said. He's only juggled one ego at a time. It's a whole other level of skill you have to have in order to balance multiple anchors and keep everyone happy. And what if there's a crisis at The View? Another source agreed. Many people at the network that they would have hired Simone Swink to replace Kim Godwin. Apparently, Simone is the executive producer for Good Morning America. She is known for finding new revenue streams and does well with handling talent. That said, they still haven't brought in a number one and number two in the talent department. They have people who are good, but they don't have the experience to deal with high-caliber talent, an insider concluded. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes' relationship on borrowed time. It was nearly 2 years ago when the world was shocked by the news of the affair between Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. The disgraced Good Morning America anchors haven't been able to get back into broadcasting, and now it seems they're pointing the finger at each other to blame for the downfall of their careers. Several inside sources dished out details about how the couple is constantly fighting and their exes are laughing at them. Continue reading to see what they have to say. Trouble in paradise for Amy and TJ. Multiple sources spoke with In Touch Weekly about the state of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes' relationship. The first source revealed, the honeymoon period is definitely over between them. They spend more time fighting than anything else. Another person confirmed that there is trouble in paradise. They bicker a lot more, and the days of them not being able to keep their hands off each other are long gone, the source disclosed. Those close to the couple say that they have been struggling to maintain their relationship. Ultimately, the bond between Amy and TJ wasn't built on love, and people don't expect it to last. As you may recall, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes both lost their jobs on Good Morning America. Fans were shocked to find out the two married co-hosts were having an affair. Amy was still married to Andrew Shue at the time, and TJ was hitched to Marilee Fiebig. When the news broke about the affair, Amy and TJ assumed everyone would be on the side of love. However, they were met with a huge amount of public backlash. Not to mention, their exes wound up hooking up with each other. What a twist. They saw themselves as a storybook couple, but the public sees them as sleazy cheaters, one source told In Touch. That's not the kind of reputation a serious news program wants to recruit to their team. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes struggling together. Although both of them have long television careers, none of the major networks are willing to hire them. For the first year, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes laid low. More recently, they have attempted to revamp their careers with their Amy and TJ podcast. At the end of the day, both Amy and TJ have started to see each other as the reason their career has failed. The bloom is off the rose, and all they see in each other is the person that likely caused their downfall, the insider dished. On top of that, the couple isn't enjoying living together. They moved into an apartment in New York City, and the source said it was a recipe for disaster, almost immediately. Amy Robach has also been waiting, not so patiently, for TJ Holmes to propose. She gave up everything for him, the source said. This relationship is on borrowed time. Karma has been at work here. Amy and TJ's exes are currently dating each other. Elizabeth Shue, Andrew Shue's sister, told E! News that her brother is very, very happy with Marilee Fiebig. They first started seeing each other in December 2023 and have kept a low profile. Andrew and Marilee also have the opportunity to bond over the downfall of their exes.